Welcome back, everyone. Left Wing Zero here with some practice battles for the Eevee tournament, which actually begins tonight. Had some battles the last couple of nights just to get my Eevee team ready. I practiced in free battle. I didn't really want to risk my ranking points. The team isn't really, I think it's a very good team, but I mainly built it to go against other Eevees and not other Pokemon. So there are some situations where it could be dangerous. So here's an example of battle against a non-Eevee team that went pretty well. So let's see what happens here. Pretty excited for the tournament. Again, it's going to be a rotation battle. The Pokemon are going to be set to level 30 in this tournament. And again, it's only Eevee and its evolutions are allowed. And it's going to be 10 battles per day for 3 days. So I am going to open up with Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Umbreon. My opponent's going to have Ampharos and Gliscor and Arcanine and a Mega Evolve. And I'm already thinking that with this turn here that there's going to be some sort of Thunderbolt from Ampharos. For some reason, uses Dragon Pulse, which isn't going to do incredibly high amount of damage to Vaporeon. Does about half damage. So I'm about to get the Rain Dance off, and I'm going to use Snarl on Umbreon, which is the center of my set. Snarl is a move that lowers special attack and also does a little bit of chip damage. So look what this Signal Beam does, which is supposed to be super effective damage. It does basically nothing. So that's the power of Snarl there. It really takes special attackers out of the game. And another Snarl to lower Ampharos even more so. Just look how much this next attack is going to do. It's going to be pretty hilarious. It's Power Gem. Not any stab damage or effective damage, but I didn't see my health go down that much at all. So Snarl can be very powerful, and I'll let this run a little bit. Basically, there's only 2 evolution Pokemon that have attack that they depend on, and not special attack, that being Flareon and Leafeon. Leafeon, I don't think it's going to be very popular in the tournament. Flareon will probably be popular, but Rain Dance should take care of the threat with Flareon with fire attacks, and Umbreon should take care of all the special attackers with Snarl. So I'm hoping that this will be a very successful combo going forward with the tournament. So I also have another aspect with Umbreon with Passing Wish, where Umbreon knows Wish, and every other Pokemon on my team, except for Espeon, knows Protect. So basically, if a Pokemon is low in health, it can basically get its health back with a free Wish, like this situation here with Vaporeon getting health back. But of course, I misplayed here. Arcanine does know Wild Charge, which is super effective, and KOs my Vaporeon here, because I was expecting a Fire move or another Extreme Speed. He seemed to be set on trying to Extreme Speed me. So we get Glaceon out here. And Glaceon is like my trump card to say, where I kind of just had fun setting up this Glaceon. You're actually going to see a couple turns here. It actually knows Frost Breath, which isn't as powerful as Ice Beam, but it has the little gimmick of always being a critical hit. So you're going to see here, I'm going to use Frost Breath on the Ampharos, and it's going to be a critical hit. Super effective KO. So, I mean, and critical hits, obviously, they do more damage than just a super effective hit. So, it'll be interesting to see how that'll come to play. And also, my Glaceon knows Mirror Coat. So, another gimmick where, in case the raid's up and I have a fire attack coming at me that I think I can survive, I also have a weakness policy. So, maybe weakness policy will prop, and then I can get the Mirror Coat, and I can get some insane amount of damage off. So that was that first battle. I mean, it wasn't really much to commentate. It was pretty obvious. But then here's a battle against an actual Eevee team that I faced. So this was actually kind of interesting. Where actually on Battle Spot there were a lot of teams that were also trying to practice for their Eevee team also. So this is a very good practice whenever I got to experience this. So this time I'm going to bring out Espeon and Vaporeon and Umbreon. And the opponent's going to have Espeon and Sylveon and Flareon. So the Espeon's going to go for Dazzling Gleam, which Doesn't do too much. I'm going to set up the rain with Vaporeon. I was thinking it was going for like a Psychic, but it probably saw my Umbreon and thought I had to go with a different type of move. It probably want to get the Dazzle Gleam onto my Umbreon. And now I'm going to use Snarl, which will be good against Sylveon. It'll lower that special attack. That's not going to be effective, but I don't really care about being effective damage or not. The main purpose of Snarl is it can't be taunted and it's going to lower your special attack. So that was a super effective Moonblast from Sylveon, and it did like 50 points of damage, and I get leftovers to get 12 of it back. So I mean, that's the power of Snarl right there. I mean, it can literally cripple an Eevee team where you're not going to be able to do anything. And okay, Vaporeon's going to use Scald to do major damage to Sylveon. Doesn't KO. It's a critical hit, but does get the burn. Now, I originally tested out this set with Hydro Pump. My first couple of battles, it missed terribly, and I don't want to have that miss in a tournament setting. And I thought that Surf would be a good idea, but the added incentive of Burn with Scald was enough for me to choose Scald as my main water move for Vaporeon. It did get the burn on Sylveon here, which didn't really do anything to help me at all. So I get the easy KO on the Sylveon. And now it's going to bring out Jolteon. So I'm a little worried with, I see the Jolteon, thinking, okay, now they're going to try to take advantage and use Thunder, but it only has Thunderbolt. I'm hoping that not a lot of, I hold on with 11 health, that's awesome. I get Psyshock off to take care of Jolteon. I'm a little worried that the opponent's going to have Thunder, but I'm also thinking that not a lot of players are going to bring Thunder because of the accuracy. They're just going to probably bring Thunderbolt so I can take advantage of the situation. And then I had a good rotation there. The opponent rotated onto Flareon, and I rotated onto Vaporeon to get a super effective hit with the Scald, which easily takes care of Flareon. Now the opponent's only left with Espeon, and it's going to use Psychic on Vaporeon, which is going to do a little bit, quite a bit, but we have 80 health. Then the Scald is real in the rain. Well, it still holds on barely. Now it's going to go with Psychic again, which isn't going to affect Umbreon. And I'm going to get another Snarl off, which is super effective, even though it doesn't really hurt that much. It is enough to feint it. Espeon to finish off that battle. So that was another awesome battle there. So now I got one more for you. These are pretty quick, but I could see some of these being very long drawn out. Like this one here I'm about to show you, it looks like it's about 15 turns. So some of these can be really long drawn out. So the battle timer might come into play. This time I'm opening up with Umbreon and Espeon and Sylveon. Opponent has Leafeon, Vaporeon, and I'm sorry, Jolteon, Vaporeon, Leafeon. Then we get the Snarl off again, but it's on the wrong Pokemon here. Leafeon is the one that I wouldn't want to have special attack drop because Leafeon again relies on attack. But I'm going to get a Psychic off on a Leafeon, which is going to take care of Leafeon. Critical hit. My Espeon also has choice specs, so that's why it doesn't have Protect, because basically Espeon's job is it's a glass cannon, so it's going to hit hard, hit fast, and hopefully get a KO for my team. Now, Sylveon's going to use Light Screen, which my Sylveon also is dual screens, where I have I put all the EVs into defense and special defense, so it can survive hits, and it knows Reflect, Light Screen, and Protect, and Moonblast. The Moonblast doesn't have any, only has I think 4 special attack EVs I put into it, just like the last change of EVs into it, so it's not going to do too much damage. So you see here I'm going to set up a screen also for Light Screen, because right now I took out the physical threat, so all 3 of the remaining Pokemon are very special attack oriented. So this Sylveon's going to spam Calm Mind to try to raise its special attack and special defense. And I'm going to Umbreon over. I'm going to get Toxic off, because I see that this Sylveon's going to be very difficult to damage with attacks with its special defense going up, and my Pokemon are all special attack based, so I'm going to give it some Toxic damage to help out. And see that Moonblast there, that hurt a lot there, like about half damage there. So after this, and that was with just the Toxic. I don't have any Snarls under it, so it's going to be very difficult. So I got to Snarl off just to see if that'll take any damage off of it. But see, like that does like no damage at all because it's not effective, but does obviously the special attack drop. But it has been statting up, so it's still going to be pretty damaging. So you see here it brings me down to 57 health. Not as much damage, but still quite a bit of damage. But the poison, that's the whole purpose of getting the toxic off on it, because being it's been statting up, poison doesn't care. It's going to still take off a lot of damage. So light screen wore off. Going to use light screen again to get the light screen back up again for its team. I'm going to use a Moonblast. I was hoping it was going to switch out, but this is going to do nothing. Like this does like nothing at all. So that's why you see I'm relying on the toxic damage, because toxic took off like 5 times as much damage as that Moonblast did. And now I'm going to see if I can pass a wish on to Umbreon just to get some health back. So I'm going to use the wish, and Sylveon's going to use Draining Kiss, which does, it's super effective but does like nothing. So that's awesome. So now I can get a free wish off. After the leftovers I can protect, and I can get a lot of my health back via wish. And the poison's going to keep on going, and it keeps on stacking damage. I mean, that's why the toxic's better than burn in my opinion, because the damage stacks. You keep on getting more and more damage, and there's eventually nothing you can do. And the poison timer doesn't reset when you rotate out; it stays the same because you're still on the battlefield. So after that wish and leftovers health, I get almost back to full health, about 80% health. And Jolteon's gonna be faster than Espeon. It's gonna get Thunder Wave off, but I should still be able to get this attack off. And Synchronize, which isn't going to do anything to Jolteon. And I didn't go with Magic Bounce, because I felt that there wasn't many opportunity for me to use the Magic Bounce. I mean, with Toxic maybe, but a lot of the status moves, I didn't really feel there a purpose to use it. And plus, I mean, I was trying to stick around with like mostly shiny team, the Eevees that I've had for a while, and the only one I really had to retrain was Umbreon, because my the shiny Umbreon I have doesn't know Wish, so I retrained Eevee to get my Umbreon with Wish. So without Wish, this would really be detrimental to my team. So Toxic is still doing a lot of damage, and the light screen wore off. And I also have Light Clay on my Sylveon, which makes the light screens or reflects last 8 turns, which is very helpful. So let's see, like this Scald after a light screen, that does like absolutely nothing. And I'm going to rotate back into Jolteon, which it sees that I'm light screening up, but it's going to use double kick for some reason, just to try to get some physical attack off, but that does absolutely nothing to my Espeon. So it's going to take out this Jolteon with Psychic. Even with light screen up, it's not going to happen. So now down to Sylveon and Vaporeon, and they wisely just forfeit. They see it's not going to go anywhere. So yeah, pretty successful there. It was good practice I've had the last few days. So hope you guys enjoyed these battles. A good practice for tonight. If in case you have any ideas you're lacking for your team for tonight, maybe I can help you with giving you some ideas with these battles. So please leave any comments in below in the video, and please give me a like, and please subscribe, and good luck in the tournament. Thank you.